mga ka-people, today another Roblox video. Today is pinalabas na bala ang bagong chapter ng Piggy. Yes. Ito bala yung tinatawag. Oh yes! Tinatawag bala itong sheep guys. Sheep. So nagtataka ako kung bakit hindi na free yung private server. Kung ano. Ay! Kung ano. Hindi na siya free guys. Hindi na. Let's do this. Mummyfied Piggy. So, nandito ulit tayo sa Midori Sheep. Kasi gusto nila ito laro. Sobrang ganda niya guys. Ganda ng graphics. Promise. Laruin nyo na din. Wait lang. Uy! Sino ka? Sino kang pangit ka? Grabe guys, ang daming baba oh. Oh my god, dito bali Cindy. Cindy bala tayo pwede dyan. Screwdriver, okay. Wait lang guys, ano yun? Si Mummyfied Piggy Bear guys. Magpakita ka, sige. Ay, hindi to. Sino ba talaga bot dito? Oh my god. Ito guys yung driving. Sobrang ganda ng graphic lang guys. Ano nangyari? Oh my god. Sobrang nakakatakot. Ayan o. Napapansin nyo ba? Ang daming kalaban. O yun o. Tumatagos pagaling. Nakakatagos. Uy! Oh my god. Ba't kasi natin bilisin? Oh my god. Tinapay ako. Nice. Galing guys, ang galing. Let's see the rocket guys.
Video, I'm going to break down everything about this chapter. We're going to go over the story. We're going to go over both endings because there are two endings to this story. We're going to go over the notes. There's a lot of notes. There's 10 notes on this map that I've found so far. We're going to go over the skins. We're going to break down the ending. We're going to go over everything. Now, before we get into it, just like we do with every new Piggy update, we're going to be giving out some Robux codes. If you want a Robux code, all you got to do is the boat, I'm just gonna call it a boat, and you finally find the gas down there at the very bottom. It's in a giant container. Now when you go in the container, well, you almost get attacked by an infected. Alright, Willow closes the door just in time, locking Willow and the player inside of the container with the gas. And then there's like a few minute scene here where Willow Wolf and the player kind of just talk because Willow doesn't like the player because the player was a police officer who arrested, her, and she blames the police for her losing her family. And then the player is just like, I was just doing my job. You shouldn't have been a criminal. I'm so sorry. And then Willow's like, well, I had to be a criminal. That was the only way I could have fed my family. If I didn't do all that stuff, they wouldn't have survived. So it was kind of like this back and forth, like both of them were right, but both of them were also wrong at the same time. And then right before they kiss, because they're just sitting there, they're talking, they're like, you know what, I kind of actually really like you. They're totally about the kiss, right? And then all of a sudden, George and Pony and the whole group, they open up the container, completely ruining the moment. Okay, they actually weren't actually gonna kiss, but I just, I just threw that in there. Anyway, Georgie says that, well, he heard them down there in the basement. He figured that they were trapped, and so the rest of the group went down there and got them out. They unlocked the door, they got them out, everything was fine and dandy. Something to note here, though, is they do say, I forget which character it is, but they do know, I think it's actually Mimi, she says that she didn't see any more infected on the like that, and then that's where the champ back in the factory map, just like with chapter 7, and there's not really anything different here. If you got the survivor ending, Mimi doesn't show up in the final cutscenes. If you got the savior ending, Mimi's there. Other than that, there's really not much difference. She doesn't really do anything in the chapter, so I'm not really gonna show the survivor ending because there's really no difference here. The only one difference is Mimi says that all the infected just seemingly have disappeared off the boat somehow. So that's the story. Let's go ahead and let's talk about the notes. There are 10 notes on this map. So the first note here says, they got me. Next to the captain, I was the last. I'm stealing the ship so she can live on. I felled too many people today, but I refuse to fell everyone. -K. And we'll talk about who all these characters are here in a second. No, the next note says, the only words I could get out of the transmission were don't and Doveport. I'll keep listening for any more potential transmissions from them. -B. -B is not actually Budgie. Again, we'll talk about this here in a second. No, the next note is actually from the captain. It says, I'm sorry, Captain. So that one is from Budgie. No, the next note says, I'm convinced Budgie does the pirate talk just to keep our spirits high in these dark times. It's working, but I can't imagine that it will work for long. -P. Next note says, she's told us many different versions of the accident. We don't know which one to believe. Something isn't right with the captain, I'll say. -B. Next one says, Bobby's mostly concerned about his family and not even how cold the trip will be. -K. This next one says, we're all doomed. Orders are to throw some of the infected or the suspects overboard. I saw Bobby get scratched while doing so. I have to report him. I have to do my duty. I'm sorry, old pal. -P. Next one says, Pepper is something else, all right. Says nose. That's we know that -P is Pepper, and we know that -B is Bobby. So we have Bobby, we have Kenneth, we have Pepper, and we have Captain Budgie. Those were the crew. Now, Kenneth, Bobby, and Pepper are gone. They're infected. You can actually find them in the map. They're just sitting down. If you walk by them, they're going to get up and chase you. Captain Budgie is the only survivor. So when you're reading these notes, keep in mind K is Kenneth, P is Pepper, and B is Bobby. Those are the characters around the boat. Those were the crew on the boat per se. Now, something interesting here, and I mentioned this in the story part of this video, but they actually mentioned that Budgie is lying to them about the accident. In the previous chapter, in chapter 7, Budgie says that there's next to the captain. Other than that, we still don't know what's going on. Lied about the fuel, but wild, dude. Like, just look at it. The way it moves, the way it attacks. It is a very creepy looking skin. I the bottom of the boat. That's why she sent us down there, because she lied about the fuel. But as of right now, we don't know. Again, I'll have more theory videos on this later this week. Now, as for the skins, we got the maintenance skin here. He's got a fire extinguisher. This is, well, what's his name again? Anyway, it's a pretty basic skin. It looks cool, but he's got a fire extinguisher, and he hits you with a fire extinguisher when you oof, and that's the skin. Now, the mummy skin. This skin is probably the creepiest skin in the entire game. It is wild, dude. Like, just look at it. The way it moves, the way it attacks. It is a very creepy looking skin. I love it. This may be my new favorite skin in the game. It looks incredible, and you can buy both of these skins on the store. I forget, I think they're like 400 coins each or something like that, 300, 400. Now, we need to talk about this. There is a big secret on this map that hasn't been uncovered yet. A very big Easter egg that I literally just found out right before I recorded this video. Someone tweeted me this. You guys remember the song that B-Slick uploaded, that weird, creepy music video with the Mr. Stitchy notes on it, right? You remember that? I made a video on it. That actually shows up in this map. There is some way to trigger some Morse code from the radio that's on this map. I don't know how to do it. I'm just gonna play the video right here.
What's up?
I just love a good rags to riches story.
Oh, who?
Me?
As you could hear, the song is playing in the background. There's some way to trigger this. There's some giant Easter egg here. We just haven't really figured it out yet. I'm going to be doing a live stream later today where we figure out this Easter egg and try and figure out how to activate this Morse code. I have a feeling it's going to be pretty big. Don't miss it. Make sure you're subscribed. We're going to be live later today. You can come help us out and try and figure this out. But again, make sure you're subscribed. We're going to be doing the Robux giveaway. I'm going to have tons of theory videos on everything going on, like what's going